We're back at Bowser Badlands for round 2 with a showdown between Bowser and Luigi. Another interconference game beckons for King Bowser Koopa, having got smashed by Mario the previous round. Meanwhile, Luigi's coming off a really strong win against Daisy and will look to keep up the momentum at Bowser Badlands. This is the second game at Bowser Badlands this round, yesterday with Bowser Jr. defeating Ludwig 8 holes to 4. Bowser to take the first shot. How will Bowser fare? It goes above the gate. The shot is promising. It's on the fairway. Luigi's shot. Notching down a club. The shot just goes above the gate. It's in the rough, very tricky from here. Bowser's shot. How will Bowser fare? Bowser's shot. It sways left. It's like he has to start all over. Worse, the ball's in the water hazard. This is not a good start for Bowser. Luigi's shot. Whilst he can't reach the green from there, Luigi's shot is much easier. And the shot is good. Not on the green, but it's on the fast fairway. Much more easier to get on the green from there. Here comes Luigi. How will he fare? This is on the green. This is looking really good by Luigi. Actually on the fringes. Bowser's shot. Bowser's in deep trouble there. He's in green hot water. Here comes Bowser. It's in the rough. Very tricky for Bowser. Bowser's having to do it really tough here. Here comes Bowser. He gets it on the ledge. But he's in big trouble there. How will Bowser fare? It's on the green, but he's in big trouble though. Luigi should score on this hole. Here comes Luigi. Nearly there. Bowser for triple bogey. Luigi to draw first club. The putt is good. Bowser's really angry there. Hole 2. Luigi's off to a really bright start. But will the boos scare Luigi, given his long-lasting fear of them? His shot goes under the boo. It's on the fringes of the green. Luigi dodges a bullet. Here comes Bowser. How will he fare? The shot is really well done by King Bowser Koopa. Here comes Luigi. Wonderful stuff. It's on the green. The nearby boos are present. We can hear the sounds from them. Within the castle grounds, Bowser's shot is really promising. It's really well done by Bowser. Luigi's putt. Here comes Luigi. The putt is good. Bowser for birdie. Luigi does not score because he equals Luigi's birdie. Hole 3. This is Cane Corns. Luigi to utilise a power shot. How will he fare? He's wasted one because he's used too much power. On the other hand, the shot is not bad. But very close to the wall there though. Bit dangerous though. Here comes Bowser using the forward. The shot will go in the lava. Out of bounds for Bowser, no good. The shot's in the lava. Here comes Bowser again. Hopefully the shot will be much better this time. It doesn't look good, judging by the camera angle. It's actually quite good for him. Bowser's lucky. Bowser's gonna have to use a 6-iron. Bowser tries to curl it too much. Does not reach the edge. Out of bounds again. And there's a reason why it's out of bounds. Too dangerous to even. It's too dangerous. Especially with the chain jumps there. Bowser again. How will he fare? He's going to have to get it out of jail. He's in trouble at the moment. Bowser's hit it into the heavy rough, but not in an ideal spot. Luigi. He's opting to go a bit more conservative there. Well done by Luigi. He's hit it at a much nicer spot. Luigi's shot, it looks really promising there. It's in the bunker though. But Bowser's in big trouble. He's got a wall behind him. Luckily for Bowser, it's nearly on the green, in a much better spot, but worse, Luigi's got so many opportunities to score. Luigi will have to settle for a par at best, but Bowser best will get a triple bogey. Bowser's opted to go rather conservatively. Pinch shot for Bowser. Luigi has scored 2-0. Hole 4. Luigi's off to a good start. Here comes Luigi. The boo will make his shot go down. And the ball bounces on the green. Boo. Here comes Bowser. Boo does not affect his shot. Bowser will be fine. It's on the green, but it's a very difficult one to get a good putt in. Luigi's putt, it's a bit tricky there. It's a very difficult green. Here comes Luigi. It's in! That's a really good putt by Luigi. Bowser. Luckily for him, he's not as far. Bowser makes no mistake. Hole 5. Cane Corns is there again. It's a volcano. Was it Lemmy Niggy's school project from 30 years ago? This is a volcano. Luigi shot. The bomb. It's hit the bomb. Boom! Boom! Rolls down the hill. It's on the rock. Can Bowser take advantage of it? Here he comes. It avoids the volcano. It's in the rough, but Bowser's in a much better position compared to Luigi. Luigi's going to have to use maximum putting length in order to get out of danger. It's in the bunker, but Luigi's in a much better spot than before though. Not ideal, but at least he's not on the rock with the wall in front of him. It's on the fairway for Luigi though. It cost him a shot. Bowser. Good Could he finally score? Hits the tree. Bowser again. How will he fare? Swaying short of the green. Rough it is. Here comes Luigi. Short of the green too. Luigi to chip in for a bogey. Unlucky. Bowser to chip in for par. Not quite. Luigi for double bogey. The putt is good. Bowser for his first score. Bowser's on the board. Luigi's not happy. Bowser's finally found his roar. The Thwomps. Hole 6, we have the Thwomps. How will Bowser fare? It dodges the Thwomps, but it's in the lava. Bad start. No good by Bowser. Here comes Luigi. How will he fare? Great stuff by Luigi. The Thomp's going to squish the ball. Ow! Worse, Bowser's in a precarious position. And the swing will probably make it worse. Another ball for the Thwomp to squish. Ow! Flat. Why does the camera angle act like it's out of bounds? Yet they don't get a strike penalty. Because it'd be pretty dangerous for the Thwomps. Being underneath the Thwomp will just squish them. Luigi's shot is on the green. Here comes Bowser. He's on the fairway, but it's pretty dangerous where he is, considering he's underneath the Thwomp. Though they probably only signal balls though, so they're probably fine. Here comes Bowser. Bit too much power. Bowser's shot. No good. Luigi. This is for another score. Luigi's 3-1 up. The par 3. And we have the Bowser Jr. statue. Actually, is it Baby Bowser because there's no mask? There's no pattern? That could be Baby Bowser, not Bowser Jr. Although they look very similar though. They're not the same character though, but still. They do look very similar. Actually, I think it's Bowser Jr., but it could be Baby Bowser though, considering there's no pattern on the bandana. Luigi's shot is a really good one. Here comes Bowser. Hopefully he'll better it with the statue of his son or his baby self. It's on the green for Bowser. The putt is good. Here comes Luigi. The putt is good. Hole 8, another volcano is looming. And lava's been, and they're spitting lava as well. A very dangerous hole if you don't hit the ball well enough. Lava falls, volcanoes, and spitting lava. Here comes Bowser. How will he fare? Bowser's in a really dangerous position. He's going to have to hit it spot on. He's going to have to hit it spot on. Here he comes. Will it land on the platform? Yes, it does. Bowser's done it spot on. Luigi. He's now on the back foot though, using the driver. And it's going to sway very right. The shot is no good. Out of bounds. Luigi, he's in a really precarious position at the moment. Bowser looks really likely to score. Luigi's shot is good, but it looks like he'll have to give up though. Bowser's going to have to hit the shot really high. How will Bowser fare? It's a nice shot, it looks promising. 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. A bit too much power. On the other hand, at least it's not out of bounds. Here comes Luigi. It's a nice shot. It looks promising, but Luigi will have to settle for a bogey at best. It's on the green, 7.51 feet out. Bowser with the chip in. Chip in for Eagle. All the West Coast Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, you name it all. It's on the green for Bowser. Bowser putting for birdie. And to get his second score. 3-2 to Bowser. Rah! 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 This is hole 9 for Bowser. Can Bowser claw one back to equalise within the half turn? Bowser's shot does not look promising. It looks set to slam into the rock. Even worse, it goes out of bounds. Can Luigi take advantage of it? It looks set to hit a bomb. It dodges it! Wow, Luigi gets very lucky, it does not hit the bomb. Here comes Bowser. How will he fare? Looks really dangerous there. Hits a bomb. Heavy rough it is. At least it's not out of bounds. Could be worse. Luigi shot. How will he fare? 4 iron. Does not look good. It does not look good. Actually, it's lucky to land on the rock. It's on the fringes of the green. Could be worse. Bowser gets very lucky indeed. Here comes Bowser. Terrible. This is sad for Bowser. No good. Here comes Bowser again. The shot is better, but he's going to have to settle for a triple bogey at best. Luigi to score and go 4-2 ahead. Luigi gets a birdie. 4-2 to Luigi. Seems like a conservative hitting approach works better in this course. Here comes Luigi. How will he fare? Heavy rough it is. It's pretty dangerous though. Bowser on the other hand. Here he comes. Bowser's shot is really good. A thwomp squashes it. Fortunately, only signals balls, so Bowser's alright. Luigi shot. Dodges the thwomp area. Still pretty dangerous for the ball though. But apparently thwomps are not squishing golfers, so it could be worse. Nice stuff by Bowser, it's on the green. Luigi shot. He's in trouble at the moment. Great stuff by Luigi. But still, it looks very unlikely he'll deny Bowser from scoring. Bowser to claw back the margin. 4-3. Bowser scores. Bowser's next 4 matches will involve a home game against Ludwig back at Bowser Badlands, an away game against Peach at Peach's Castle Grounds for his 3rd interconference matchup, a home game in round 5 against PT Piranha back at Bowser Badlands, and round 6 is an away game against Wario at Shifting Sands. How will Bowser fare? It's been very up and down lately, players alternating between scoring and conceding. Bowser's shot, it lands on the Koopa Clown car, but it's in the bunker. Luigi's next 4 involves a home game against Maple at Mario Star, an away game against Toadette at Toad Highlands, a home game against Peach at Peach's Castle Grounds, and another home game against Bowser Jr. at Peach's Castle Grounds. Here comes Luigi. How will he fare? Really well done by Luigi. Bowser's in a precarious position at the moment. How will he go? The shot is short. It's on the fringes of the green. It's raining at Bowser Badlands. The putt is good, but on the other hand, Luigi will almost definitely score. Luigi's putt is good. Luigi scores 5-3. Hole 12, very spiky edges. Is it safe? Here comes Luigi. The bob-omb drops into the rough. Bowser's got an easier task now. Here comes Bowser. It's swaying right. Bowser's in a very dangerous position now. Heavy rough, like Luigi. Here comes Luigi again. How will he fare? Rough it is. Very tricky for Luigi. Luigi's going to have to go closer onto another fairway area. Tough shot for Luigi. Bowser, on the other hand, using the approach wedge. How will he fare? Here comes Bowser. The shot is good. Bowser again. How will he fare? It's on the green. Luigi's shot. Here comes Luigi. It's on the green, but a very dangerous putt for him. Really difficult considering the distance and the hill. Here comes Bowser again. Luigi, I mean. No good by Luigi. Bowser. To finally cut back even further. Bowser's putt. He's hit it on line, but he's hit it too hard. But Bowser to clean up the mess. Bowser still scores. 5-4 in Luigi's favour. It seems to be oscillating. You'd probably think Luigi would win this hole, considering the nature of the game. But the nature of the hole will favour Bowser, due to its longer drive and longer distance. Bowser's shot. In the rough, but not OB. Could be worse for Bowser. Not ideal, but it could be worse. Luigi. He's going to rely on the fast fairway, but he's also going to use some super backspin to mitigate the effects of the long bounce. Luigi's shot is quite nice. Here comes Luigi. It hits the fence, but it actually saves him. It probably would have gone out of bounds if it didn't hit the fence. So Luigi's lucky, in other words. Bowser's second shot. Here comes King Bowser Koopa. Nicely done. It's in the rough. Luigi shot. How will he fare? The shot is promising. On the fairway. Bowser's shot. How will King Bowser Koopa go? The shot is promising. Goes through the fence's hole. It's on the green, 21 feet out. Luigi. How will Luigi go? He's got to get it in. Ooh, online but a bit too hard. Bowser to equalise. Here he comes. Can Bowser tie things up? All square, 5-all. Hole 14. More castle walls. Here comes Bowser at Bowser Badlands, which is basically at Bowser's castle. Really good stuff by Bowser, but it's in the heavy rough. A bit dangerous for him. Luigi's going to aim it very low. Here comes Luigi. He's slamming it in. Dodges the bunker. It's a really good shot. Luigi using the 4-iron. Here comes Luigi. It's on the green. Promising for Luigi. Well done, Luigi. On the green it is. Here comes Bowser. He's in a bit of trouble at the moment. On the green it is. Here comes Bowser. How will he fare? Bowser's shot is on the green, but he's in trouble though. Luigi to score and regain the lead. He's got it! 6-5 to Luigi. Since hole 8, each player has scored. There have been no ties from hole 8 onwards. Luigi's back in front. Here comes Luigi. How will he fare? It's got to be a good one, but it's very dangerous. He's to rely on the bounce of the bridge. The bounce is good. Luigi gets really lucky. The bomb blows the shot back, but there's no out of bounds for Luigi. Here comes Bowser. Bowser's only wasted one power shot this whole game. He's preserved them very well. But the most important thing is for him to win, not to save power shots. Although they'll come in very handy in some long holes. Although Bowser's long drive probably means he'll be fine without them. Luigi shot. It's a nice shot, but it costs him a chance of a birdie. Bowser's shot. This is his approach shot with the approach wedge. Nice by Bowser. Great stuff. Luigi shot. Here comes Luigi. Super backspin. The shot goes very back on the fringes of the green. Here comes Luigi. Here comes Luigi. The putt is short. Bowser's got 2 chances. Here comes Bowser. He's hitting it with some power. The putt is a bit too hard, but fortunately for Bowser, he's got another opportunity. This time, Bowser makes no mistake. Scores level, 6-all. Hole 16. Here comes Bowser. How will he fare? This is looking really promising. Semi-rough it is. Luigi's shot. He's going to hit it under the lawn. It goes under the womp. It's actually really well done. But Luigi's eagle chances are still very unlikely. Luigi's aiming for the fast fairway. He goes across the island, but it's also very dangerous if you can't jump. The womp squishes the ball. Ow! Here comes Bowser. Very narrow sweet spot. Fortunately for Bowser, hits the sweet spot. It's on the green. Can Bowser hit the front for the first time this match? Here comes Luigi. Having been in front almost the whole match, Luigi's in trouble now. Bowser for eagle. He's going for West Coast. He's going for Philadelphia. Can he get the lead? Not quite. Bowser. To get a birdie, he's fine. Luigi for birdie. The putt is good. 6-all still. First tie since hole 7. Hole 17 it is. This is very vital. Here comes Bowser. How will he fare? Will the womp squish the ball? No, it won't. He's got it on the fairway though. Here comes Luigi. Will it avoid the thwomp? Yes, it does. Will it get on the platform? Yes, it does too. Luigi's ticked both boxes. Bowser's a bit further out, but his longer drive will help him. The 5-iron shot. He is accounting for the 7 meters per second wind. The shot is really well done by Bowser. 5.74 feet out. Luigi's shot. He's notched down a couple of clubs though. Luigi. Well done, Luigi. It's on the green. 13.53 feet out. Or 13 and 8/15. Luigi's putt. Not quite. He's missed it. Bowser for the lead. To get the lead for the first time. Bowser's in front. 7-6. Bowser's hit the lead for the first time this match. The Dormy is on for hole 18. Having been behind pretty much the whole match, can Bowser secure victory? All he needs is to at least tie the hole. The shot is looking really good here. Some backspin. Falls into the rough though. Luigi, he's in a very precarious position at the moment. Having led almost the whole match, he's now behind the 8 ball. Luigi, on the other hand, dodges the tooth. Luigi's shot. It's on the green, but a bit further out compared to Bowser. Bowser to chip it in. This is for the win. Not quite. Luigi to putt it in to force overtime. Luigi to force overtime. The putt is good! Overtime! Bowser and Luigi will go to overtime. 7-all is the score. Overtime ends at hole 5, as opposed to hole 1 in previous seasons. Luigi's shot is promising there. Bowser's shot. How will he fare? This is not good. Bowser's in trouble. Heavy rough it is. Luigi's further out, but he's in a better position as well. Here comes Luigi. It's swaying left, should land on the platform. The shot is really promising. That could win him the match. It's really well done by Luigi. Bowser's in big trouble. He's in very big trouble. Here comes Bowser. It's on the rough, but his shot is also very difficult. Bowser's game seems to be over. Dropping to 0-2 at this rate. He'll need some very extraordinary misses from Luigi though. Bowser's shot again lands on the rough. He's in a much better position though, but still, he's pretty much lost the game. Having to settle for a bogey at best. It's on the rough. Or in the rough, I mean. Bowser's shot. Too much power for a chip in. Luigi for birdie. This is for the win. This is for the win. Luigi's got 3 chances. This is his first chance. Luigi scores! Luigi wins! Luigi wins 8-7 away from home as he advances to 2-0. Bowser drops to 0-2. Luigi's heading in strong form as he plays Maple in round 3, who got a good win against Plum the previous day. Bowser has dropped to 0-2 and will be facing against Ludwig, who's also low on confidence in round 3, in what will be a prime-time game at Bowser Badlands. Thank you for the Mario Golf Premier League match between Bowser and Luigi.